In 2023, the Presbyterian Church in America celebrates 50 years. The PCA was organized at a constitutional assembly in December 1973. While there has been growth in the African American presence in the PCA over the past 50 years, African Americans make up an estimated 1% of current PCA membership. Despite those numbers, African Americans in the PCA have broken barriers and have been gospel ministry pioneers by the grace of God in this denomination. In the past 50 years, God has shown that He is at work, and we can only imagine what He is preparing us to experience in the next 50 years and beyond. As you walk with us through an abbreviated history of African Americans in the PCA since its founding, take a moment to recognize some of this denomination's African American trailblazers. In 1967, 6 years before the PCA was founded, Joan Neighbors became the first African American female to attend Covenant College. Neighbors went on to become the PCA's first African American missionary. She served in Kenya beginning in 1982. In 1976, 3 years after the PCA was founded, Reverend Donald Sherrill became the first African American ordained in the PCA. T.E. Carl Ellis was ordained in 1971 and entered the Reformed Presbyterian Church Evangelical Synod in 1982. Within a month, it became the PCA. He serves as the Provost Professor of Theology and Culture, Assistant to the Chancellor, and Senior Fellow of the African American Leadership Initiative for Reformed Theological Seminary. A year after Carl Ellis was ordained, the PCA created a task force with the goal to plant Black churches and help coordinate African American work in the PCA. That task force evolved into the African American movement. In 1988, Dr. Oliver Tremue became the first African American faculty member at Covenant College. In 1995, 96, and 98, African American TEs planted churches in Georgia, Alabama, and Maryland. What growth! T.E.Y. Plummer became the African American Ministries coordinator in 2000. In 2003, T.E. Carson Pittman became the first Black Reformed University Fellowship intern at Georgia Southern. 4 years later, T.E. Elbert McGowan became the first African American RUF campus minister. He was also the first African American to plant an RUF at a historically Black university, Jackson State University. In 2010, Suzanne Bates joined the faculty of Covenant Seminary. She later became the first full-time African American female professor in 2018 and now serves as the assistant professor of counseling. In 2013, Latasha Alston became the first African American female RUF intern. She continues to serve RUF on the campus of Howard University in Washington, D.C. In 2018, T.E. Irwin Ince was unanimously elected to be the 46th PCA General Assembly moderator, the first African American elected to the position. Praise God. In 2020, Deneen Blevins became the first African American director of Parakaleo, a ministry that trains, supports, and values women involved in church planting. Prior to her appointment, she served with African American Ministries from 2018 to 2020. Now, in 2023, we are seeing even more moments to be thankful for. We see ordinations in states that have never ordained a Black teaching elder before. We're seeing RUF spread to more HBCUs, and we're seeing Black women enrolling in seminary. Movement in the positive direction, while slow, is something to be encouraged about and something to thank God for. As we praise God for what He has done, we are expectant that more and more African Americans can find their home in the Presbyterian Church in America.